Hello Deadheads, welcome back to my channel, and welcome for the first time new Deadheads. So today we have something exciting. I just now got this in just a few minutes ago. What is it? From DHL. So very excited to unbox this and take a look at this for you guys. This is from Jessica, J-A-S-S-I, Jessica. Through DHL from the Shenzhen Moorchip Technologies Limited. So let's open this up and see what's in here. I think I do know what's in here. So let's get this unboxing going and find out what we got from China. As always, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Leave us a comment on how we're doing in these videos. We do these to bring this community together. And also make sure you check out the link below to my friend. We sent him a R33S so he could also take a look at it for us and for you guys, and want you to go check out his channel, RetroSpecd. So please hit that and check that out, and you can see his thoughts, initial thoughts on the R33S as well. Anyways, let's jump into this and let's open this up. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So let's get this bad boy open. So this is the newest package that I received from one of our favorite companies. That company is Retroid. And here is the box, which looks just like our Retroid Pocket 2S Metal Edition look like. This is the 4 Pro, so we are doing the unboxing. I am super excited to open this up and take a look at this unit. I ordered this back on December 20th, so just about a little over a month ago it took to get here. Which is shipping daily, I think. But for those of you that have recently pre-ordered, it looks like they have sold many more units than they expected, which is not a surprise to me because they are hitting that $200 price point for PlayStation. And let's take a little, yep, that's it. All right, and there we go. So let's get this out of here. And this is a device that has been a long time coming for this device to come in. Typical Retroid boxing, so nothing unique here about this. Very plain. I wish they would do like AMBRNIC and put a little highlights here, maybe make this raised with some gold or something, but I like the little background look here for this. Let's go ahead and get this next layer open so we can do some initial thoughts. Recently, I had expected to not really like a couple of products that impressed me a lot more than I expected. So I'm also reading a lot about this, but I hope that this really hits above its weight class. The RG355XH really surprised me, and the Analog Pocket. So voila, this is beautiful. So really nice package here. And so we have, looks like a slide out system like the slide, which of course the slide, I don't know if any package will ever outdo the slide, but I like this. I like this. Like, this reminds me of the 3 Pro, 3 Plus that we have, our metal one. So really nice boxing. That's nice. Feels nice and thick. first impressions, because I've been wondering if this is going to be too thick. So we have a screen protector there. All right. So nice screen protector. And we have our manual. And we have our cable. And not much else. So this cable looked interesting to me when I saw other videos. The first thing I thought was the Retroid branding here on the cable. I'm not sure if I've seen that in other models. USB-A to C for that. So here is our manual. Not a lot to it. So yeah, that's a little bit, you know. Gotta save costs wherever. I'd rather than put it into the system. But you can see that it does have both models listed here, the MediaTek Dimensity 900 and the regular model, and the MediaTek Density 1100 and the Pro. We do have the Pro model, so you get double the LDDR there. Pretty much the same on the rest of it the way down for it. Android 11 there versus 13 here. But pretty much same weight, pretty much the same size. And then we have your interface and introductions here. This is just in English, so this must be targeted here. So this feels not as thick as I thought it would looking at the video. So one thing I was, really kind of concerned about was the initial thickness of this. But picking this up, just like with the AYRJGF H here, I'm surprised, just right off the bat, just really kind of surprised at how, again, looking at this online, I thought this was going to be much thicker. Initial thoughts are great. I like this transparent colorway. So, I mean, you could say this is the baby brother of this. I mean, if you didn't know any better, because using very similar colors on the buttons, these sticks are better, and a D-pad. So they did move all the buttons down here from the 3. In a minute, I'll pull the 3 Plus out so we can kind of take a look at it. But let's finish doing a hardware tour here and looking this over. And initially, just again, that's nice. That feels nice. So much lighter than I expected. So nothing here. Triggers. They sound nice and clicky. Front ones are nice. I think these are Hall based. I'll have to verify that. I know the 3 Pro initially did not come with it until the metal version, but you could add the Hall sticks. I think I remember when ordering this is the Hall sticks. D-pad on top for those of you that think the D-pad belongs here, so that's good. On the top we have our power button, we have our volume rocker, we have our mini HDMI out, and we have a vent here. I think a fan vent here. Oh, I like that on the back. That's nice. Let's see, get a little close-up shot here. The little Retroid logo right there. This is nice. I really like this. I like this crystal color. I'm really glad I went with this color here. On the bottom, we have our charging port. In the middle, it's a little offset. I wish it was like right in the middle. Our speaker holes and our jack, and then here's our TF card, which blends in really good right there. And yeah, no card in there. Didn't ship with a card. So I do have a card that I'll load up here to get going and get this set up. And so again, my initial thoughts is, wow, this just, it feels it feels a lot better than I expected. This is rocking a chipset that is very close to the Pocket Air. And so let's do next a little comparison physically of some different handsets. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back and we'll look at some comparisons. All right, we're back. And we have the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus metal here on the bottom and the 4 Pro on the top here. And so you can see that obviously the 4 Pro is a little bit bigger. It is protruding a little bit more. we can take our little measurements here and let's see and compare. On the side here, this is right at 14.1 or 14 even. Keeps changing. And then over here, a little bigger, so 16 or 15.7. So a little thicker there for sure. The length, let's see, I don't know if my caliper here will, well, it won't do the length, but let's just do the height of it here. So we're looking at 78.5 right there for that. And oh yeah, it's going to be 80.1. So definitely bigger, thicker, not a lot, not a crazy amount for the difference here. With this being metal, they feel like about the same weight. There probably, I would guess there'll be a metal version of this at some point. Come on. But at least we got the Pro and the 4 at the same time, unlike last time where the 3 was released and then a couple months later the 3 Plus came out and just destroyed it. So that's kind of how these match up. Of course, these have much better sticks that have done it, although these are pretty good Hall sticks, and I like the buttons here better. If we were going to look at the next one to compare it to, we will take a look at its little brother here, and this is the 2S Metal Edition. And so if you're trying to decide, you know, if the screen is big enough versus this, then this can kind of give you an overview here. This is very much more pocketable than this would be, but not really a fair comparison, because this is going to play pretty much through your PS2 and GameCube catalog, not 100%, but it's going to play, you know, really well. And this is going to play, I'd say 60 to 70%. So depending on the games you're seeking out, you might be able to save $50 and get a metal version of this that's smaller and more pocketable, or even go down to the plastic version of this at $90 and do it. So again, it's what's your budget, what do you want out of it? But this guy right here is pretty exciting. So we know, you know, from our testing that the chipset is going to, the closest chipset we have to test with it is this guy right here. And this is the Pocket Air. And this guy has the Dimensity 1200 chipset, and this has the 1100. So looking at these two here, this is definitely potentially pocketable, where this really isn't. This does have an OLED screen, but I think performance is going to be very close for these two. You're getting a bigger OLED screen here for about an extra $100, and a chipset that is one thing higher, 1200 versus 1100. But as far as gameplay, I think they're going to be very close. And Android 12 here, Android 13 here. So yeah, this is just to kind of give you, you know, size comparison where these kind of fit, so you can kind of see that comparison. And so that is pretty much a look at the physical body of this. I'm liking this like a whole lot, surprisingly. I love metal. I collect metal. Love this guy, but really with this is just, once again, surprising. Until you actually try some of these units, it's hard to know from watching a video, so I don't expect you watching my video to really know. But let's get this thing booted up and take a look at some software, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're booting up here for the first time, and it's very familiar looking. Don't really see anything here that's any different than what you would normally expect here. Welcome to Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. So let's do the setup here, English, so they already have it on English. We're going to connect to the internet here, so let me get that connected, and we're connected. So Select our time zone. So we're not in New York, we're in Central Time. Very responsive so far. Google Play Services. Let's get all of this. I don't like Dig. I'm not going to put Dig on there. But let's just do them all. So we're pre-installing the apps here. So this is very typical, normal Retroid setup. Nothing different that I see here from previous versions. So this looks very familiar. Very much like what we would expect from Retroid. Again, gonna say how just light. I didn't expect this to not. I thought it looked thicker online. So I don't really like their Pro launcher. It looks like it's the same as it always is. So I'm going to go into ASOP launcher because I just like it better. And I like that background, and look at that, voila. So that's really good looking. Looks very familiar, very fluid here. Let's see here. Turn our Bluetooth on. We have a fan. That's one thing I was wondering about. Let's kick this fan up. And let's see what it looks like. All right, so the software, like I said, is very familiar here. I really like this background. I'm going to have to set a lot of stuff up here, but I just wanted to hop into some initial gaming to see what we can get working here. So let me get the PS2 set up, and we'll be right back with some PS2 gaming. And we're back. All right, I got PS2 emulator set up and loaded, and we're going to try some Soul Calibur 3. One of my favorite games here. We have select and start over here, so we'll go ahead and see if we can get this started. And we have our menu here, and let's just save our state. And all right, so a message to my lovely family. So let's dig into some PlayStation 2 on our Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. All right, let's see how this guy plays. We've seen this game on other platforms. I got it running at 2x, so may have to go down a... But let's see how it does. So far okay. Who do we want to be? Let's be that weirdo right there. I never understood why this guy was so weird. Now his voice sounds a little slow, so I don't know. Well, that sounds normal. Yeah, it's slowing down a bit. So that's unplayable for sure. Alright, so let's see what we can do here to improve this. Let's try first, let's just go to, let's try 1x and see if that... And this is the real life experience that you're going to get if you're not someone who is used to working with these machines. And you can see here that it's just not, it's not playing. So I know it can play this game better. So again, I was hoping just out of the box that this thing would just run. Let's see if OpenGL will do better. In the back end it could be. So yeah, it was the Vulkan back end. But even here in OpenGL at 1x, It's not running the greatest. Now, I do believe we have footage of this running on the Dimensity 1200 on the Pocket Air, so again, I don't know if this is a setting thing, but kind of disappointing that just, you know, if we just go back and just put the settings to where they were and take off some of the settings here, that it wouldn't just, you know, just play again at 1x. Let's just take down some of the no interlacing and the widescreen patch, and we'll take off the shader and shade boost and see if that gets us anything better. Alright, that's better. So, again, I'll have to do more testing. This is, again, just me opening this up and playing. And to be fair, I've always had to set PS2 stuff up on anything except the Odin and the Windows machines, of course. And I don't think that there is performance is on standard. Maybe that's what's wrong. Let's try that. Okay, so the CPU was probably limited, so perhaps, let's see how this plays now. Yeah, that's running better. The little fan is going, so now it's running kind of more like what I expected, so I should have checked that first. Again, it's got a little bit of slowdown here. Now, I don't want to sugarcoat things. This is just out of the box. I'm sure this can be optimized, but I know many of us were waiting for that machine where it's just plug and play. You just basically get the machine out, and Windows, you know, Windows is pretty much like that. Let's try a different game here. So we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and try another PS2 game. And we're back, and let's try some Spyro. Let's see how Spyro plays. Hopefully that'll play a little better. It's hard to see, but I do have up here the resolution, and let's just zoom in there for a second so you can kind of see that as this loads in. Get the camera to look at it a little clearer. But we're running at 1x, so native resolution here. So, looks pretty good. Create a save. Again, there is the frames per second. Diffred says hello. And again, you can see right there.
It's just a float, you scaredy cat.
Let's get through the cutscene because we want to know what this really looks like, and pull it back out there, and loading like the good old days, even though this is not on a CD and probably should be loading way faster. Don't you just love that? Meanwhile, I'm gaming. Do not disturb. Gamer nutrition facts. Serving size 1 awesome gamer. Amount per serving 3 lives. Level up 500%. I really like this mug. I'll leave a link to where you guys can pick this up if you want it. And here we go. Let's see how this plays. All right, playing fine. Oh, who's going to be mean to the sheep? Let's set some sheep on fire. So let's see if we can take this one up in resolution. Let's go 2x on this one. Let's just go for it. Yeah. All right, so this is playing pretty good. I would say this is completely playable at 2x. No problem with that. I used to love the Spyro games. Thought they were great. Don't know if there's any more coming anytime soon, but it would be nice. So I would say we got a really good looking. I don't hear the fan much. Again, I had to set this on the performance, high performance mode. Let's go down to performance and let's see how it does. Still doing fine. So it's very likely if a game will run on the emulator at all on any system, it'll probably boot on this every game 100%. Now whether it'll actually crash and not play, that's questionable. And I think there is a community spreadsheet that is forming to kind of like keep track of what games work and what does not. But I will say that this game's playing great. All right, so we're going to do more testing in our review. We'll have more game footage, but let's wrap this video up and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, deadheads. So as we take a look at some 3DS, Nintendo 3DS, New Super Mario Brothers. What are we thinking? So my initial thoughts here are that this unit feels a lot better in hand than I expected. Definitely am surprised at how much I like the way it feels. We're going to need to do a whole lot more testing. I know a lot of other YouTubers and channels are testing performance, so we'll look at GameCube, we'll look at some more specific PS2 games, but right now I think that this is, gonna fit the bill for most of what people are looking for at that $200 price point. Although with the Ayaneo next Windows machine coming out for $100 more, that might be a better deal, although this is just very pocketable. So we'll do a full review of this, in a week or so. We're going to play with it and try to get a lot more insight and testing. But just like with the AYRJGF H that surprised me, I initially am liking this more than I thought I would, which shouldn't surprise me because Retroid is a great company. I know that some of the earlier review units had that green shade, and I haven't seen anything like that. The fan is a little loud, but I don't think it's annoying. And so I really think that, possibly this is the unit that, we have been waiting for at that $199 price point. But guys, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Please help us grow. We really need the subscriptions to help grow. It's great the views we're getting. We're getting tons of views, so thank you guys for that. Again, go check out the first look video when it posts from our friends at RetroSpecd. Go check out their unboxing and look at the R33S. And guys, we'll see you next time. Dead Fred out. Go Chiefs!